From the local station, News 4 Jax starts now.
Transforming the face of Jacksonville's riverfront, tonight we're hearing reaction from downtown businesses after Jaguars owner Shad Khan unveils his big proposal.
Khan's announcement had many on the edge of their seats today. He unveiled his plan to turn the 48-acre vacant Shipyards property into more jobs, increase tax revenue, and bring more housing, office space, and much more to downtown. The
billionaire businessman hopes to be a success where two previous developers have failed. This artist rendering shows the stunning plans for the property. 4 themes outlined: live, work, stay, and play. Khan unveiled the plans during the Jaguars' annual State of the Franchise presentation. The designer is called Populous, which is based in Kansas City. Well, Populous was the original designer of Everbank Field and has worked with the city and the Jaguars on the Everbank Field improvements project, including video boards. It was also the firm behind the renovations of Camden Yards, the University of Arizona Stadium, and many other large public projects.
Channel 4 Scott Johnson joining us live after getting reaction from this major Shipyards announcement. Scott?
Major, because you have a lot of businesses on the other side of this huge open piece of property that essentially has sat vacant, well, forever, as far as anyone can remember. Well, I talked to some businesses nearby who put in here specifically because they hoped the Shipyards would be developed someday. I stopped by a local tattoo parlor, one of the few businesses I could find open in the mid-afternoon because many are shut down due to low business. The owner had seen these artist renderings of what could be coming here. He is very excited.
I think it's pretty cool.
Why?
It's going to be a good development for Bay Street and for all the businesses here. Hopefully get the entertainment and maybe some more food down here.
Now, you guys started up here because of the location?
Yes, we wanted to be the first tattoo shop downtown and basically wanted to be closest to the nearest development that could happen downtown.
Now, he was a business owner who told me things have gotten better in the last couple of years. He started 5 years ago with 2 tattoo artists. Now he has 7 full-time. So he says things are steadily improving, and he expects this could be the boom everyone's been waiting for. He just hopes it comes through to fruition like Shad Khan talked about today. We're live downtown. Scott Johnson, Channel 4, the local station.
Now, just like that business owner, a lot of people are excited about this. We know that Facebook and Twitter pages of the USS Adams has been very busy with Jags fans congratulating and thanking the team for including the floating museum in its plans for the shipyards. I gave the USS Adams project spokesperson a call just before the newscast. He says the group is so excited and honored to be mentioned by Shad Khan, but he also says that announcement didn't come with a check, so they are hard at work, still raising money to bring the retired warship here. I got a chance to fly up to the Philadelphia shipyard last summer and walk aboard before the renovations begin. This is a huge undertaking. If all goes smoothly, organizers say the USS Adams should be in town at the beginning of June and open to the public by Veterans Day. And remember, there are plans not just to have a museum on board, but also restaurant, meeting spaces, overnights for local youth groups. Very Boy
exciting.
Scouts included there. And by the way, those pictures are pretty old, so the ship has come along a lot since then. It's a lot improved. But you know, I visited a floating museum in in Mobile, Alabama. And it was very successful, and I think this could be very successful too. It's you know, everywhere they've gone, they've been successful, these floating museums.
Very interesting. Well, we want to know what you say. Make sure you check out whether or not the Shipyards plan will become a reality. That's the question we're asking you. Head to our website, news4jax.com/yousay to vote.
Now, you can also vote by launching the News 4 Jax app on your Android or Apple smartphone or tablet. Then click the menu icon and select You Say Voting. We'll have the results coming up at 6. Now, if you'd like to take a closer look at the Shipyards proposal, including architect renderings and a 3-minute video presentation, go to news4jax.com and look inside our top story. Stay tuned. Coming up at 6, Kent Justice has a one-on-one interview with Shad Khan. Now, you're taking a live look right now at I-95 in Emerson. Right now, this is, you can see the traffic there is building as part of the evening rush hour. It's traffic delays like these that U.S. Secretary of Transportation Anthony Fox wants to stop. Fox was in Jacksonville along with Mayor Alvin Brown talking about how to make improvements to the nation's infrastructure. It was all part of his Grow America bus tour, which highlighted the importance of investing in America's infrastructure. One big change, replacing the Overland Bridge. Now, this is what it will look like after the project is completed on I-95 near downtown to alleviate traffic. Channel 4's Marcus White spoke to Secretary Fox. He is joining us live now from South Bank. And Marcus, what do you have to say?
Well, he said that transportation is really important to our future. He says that it's essential that things be done to the nation's infrastructure. If people are already worried about traffic like this, he says if something is not done soon, it's only going to get worse over time. Many people in our area will remember this. A gaping hole on I-95 that opened in 2012 pointed out the need to replace the Overland Bridge, work that started in 2013. Repairs on the bridge are expected to be complete by 2016.
We don't have to accept concrete crumbling from the tops of bridges onto the underpasses below. Going through an underpass shouldn't be an act of courage.
That's why the Secretary of Transportation says it's important to pass President Obama's $478 billion transportation bill. He's traveling to 5 states to tell people why.
We don't have to accept years of waiting on these projects that we need.
He says the current congestion we see is going to get worse over the next 30 years if projects keep getting delayed. That's something he says is happening in several states. Another important thing about improving our roads.
We know that transportation put people to work.
And in Jacksonville, that's something the mayor is happy about. He says he's looking forward to more money being spent on transportation.
It will improve access to the Acosta and Main Street bridges. It will relieve congestion on the critical Fuller Warren Bridge by adding an additional southbound lane.
Meantime, Secretary Fox says that he's doing everything to make sure President Obama's transportation bill gets passed. Now, Secretary Fox's bus tour is headed to Georgia, North and South Carolina, and Virginia. He also says that people who see problems with their area roadways should contact their senators and members of Congress. Marcus White, Channel 4, the local station.
Well, this just in. The appeals court has struck down a judge's order in the Donald Smith and Randall Deviney cases, denying their public defender's motion to withdraw because of a conflict of interest. Now, if you'll recall, Deviney claims to have information that Smith committed a prior rape and murder years before the case of 8-year-old Cherish Periwinkle. The appeals court sent both cases back to Judge Cooper for reconsideration. The appeals court is also sending the matter on to the Florida Supreme Court for guidance.
Local Congresswoman Corinne Brown is calling on Congress to fully fund Homeland Security in the fight against ISIS. A new CNN poll shows 78% of Americans say Congress should give President Obama the authority to fight the terror group.
He already has the authority, but this is kind of expanding his authority. I don't know whether or not we would be discussing this with any other president, so I don't understand why we're discussing it now. He has a duty and responsibility to protect the American people, and I give him all the authority that he needs to do that.
The CNN poll also says 57% of Americans disapprove with how the president is handling the ISIS threat.
Ashton Carter started his first day as the new U.S. Defense Secretary. Vice President Joe Biden confirmed Carter as the 25th Secretary of Defense in a swearing-in ceremony today at the White House.
I, Ashton Carter,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend
that I will support and defend
the Constitution of the United States.
the Constitution of the United States.
Carter takes over for former Secretary Chuck Hagel, who announced his resignation late last year. Previously, Carter served as Deputy Secretary of Defense. Carter says as Defense Secretary, he is making 3 commitments to ensure President Obama has the best information available for making national security decisions, to protect U.S. troops, and to build a capable force for future challenges. It's a chance to celebrate Black history and art all under one roof.
To see something like this and up close and personal is real, very amazing.
How local residents came face to face with some very prominent civil rights activists. Ahead.
Plus, the murder trial of former New England's Patriot player Aaron Hernandez. That continues up next. What jurors got to view inside the courtroom today.